Welcome everyone to FlutterFlow Accra Technical Investor Chapter. I'm in the person of Neil Kofi Anankwe, your technical lead, who will be taking you through what we did on the weekly session 1. So as you can see, this is the preview of what you worked on. So we have some text here, then we have another group of text here with some background, then we have a page view over here. Then we have a navbar at the bottom where we can switch between each pages we want. Then we use the AI tools to generate the settings page as well. Then we added an action to this icon button to take us back to the home page. Okay, so let's get right into it. So first, after logging in into FlutterFlow, so this is the site app.flutterflow.io. We'll click on create new. There's a lot of templates over here you can use if you are working on a project, but for now we are going with a blank template. So let's say FlutterFlow ATU day 1. Okay, so we have our page over here. Let's make it completely empty, right? So we go to our widget tree, then we select the app bar and get rid of it. Yeah, so what we need is only the column, right? Okay, so let's start. So looking at this, we're trying to create something like this, right? We can see we have an image over here and a text over here as well. So let's get that done. So in order to get the image and text all on one horizontal line, we'll pick the row widget to achieve that. So we'll drag and drop row widgets in here. Then I want a circular image, right? So there's a widget for a circle image, and let's drag and drop it in here as well. But it's too big, so we'll scroll all the way down to the diameter section. Then next I'll give the diameter of 50. Okay, so we have that done. Now we need text, right? So let's get the text. We'll drag and drop the text in here. Perfect. So looking at this, we have a welcome and we have email. So let's change the contents of this text. So welcome. So for now, I'll just use the welcome only, and I'll drag and drop another text. Mainly because, as you can see here, we have the welcome and we have the email, which both have different font color, right? I want to achieve this, so I'll drag 2 text widgets. I'll use just one, right? So let me increase the font weight of this to bold and font size to 20. Then I'll give it a little padding left, say 10. Right, now I'll drag and drop my other text widget into the row. So now we have something like this. Let me also give this a padding of, let's say, 10. Then I'll change the context of the text to Ima. Then I increase the font size to, let's say, 25. Now I increase my font color as well. I change my font color, my text color So I'll change my text color as well to this. Okay, so I think we are getting close to this. So now to the next section, right? You can see we have some kind of background color for this and stuff. So to achieve this background color, we all know that based on our previous videos, we use the container, right? So we drag and drop the container in there. Then let's expand this container a little bit. Let's expand it. Okay, now let me give it some top pattern. It's too close to the first flow we did, so let's hit him. Now let me give it 20. Okay, so now we have this, right? So we need a text and another text widget. You can see there are two different font colors for this as well, and font size as well. So we use a text and another text. And we all know containers can only contain one widget or a child, right? So since we have to drag two text widgets in here to achieve this, we have to include a column in here within the container. Okay, so when we drag and drop this here, we have this. So the next text we drag and drop will definitely come beneath it because it's all being placed in a column, right? So let's edit this. So we have hello there. This is FlutterFlow. So we change the contents. So hello there. This is FlutterFlow. So let's change. Let's give it some pattern though. So let's say 5. Stop pattern of 5. Then make it semi-bold. Font size to 20. Yeah. So let's have something like this. Then we'll move on to the next text. So we say this is Accra Technical University. This is Technical University. So we'll give it a top pattern. Let's say 30. Okay. Then let's just make it 15. Nothing much. We change the font color to, let's say this. Okay, I think we are getting somewhere with this. So you can see we have some kind of like some shadow around the container, right? And we have a different text, a different color for the background. So let's do these changes. So we have to make sure that our container is being highlighted, right? Right now is the column which is being highlighted. It's indicated by this green border around it. So we'll go to our widget tree, then we'll click on the container. Okay, there we go. So we know that whatever we're working on will be on the container since it's the one being highlighted. Let's add some border radius of 5, a uniform border radius. Then we said we'll change the background, right? We'll change to something like this. Too much. Okay. Then to get that shadow then around the container, right, we go to box shadow, then we just take it on. Okay, so as you can see, we are having something similar to this, right? So you can tweak it to anyhow you feel like you want to. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next section, we have this over here where we can slide through images. So to achieve this, right, you need the page view widget. So let's go to our widget palette, then we search for the page view widget. Okay, then we drag and drop it in here. Yeah, so here is it. Currently it's empty because there's no image within it. Let's give it some top padding first. So top padding of 20. Okay, so let's go to our widget tree to have a better view of our page structure. So we can see the page view over here, and with the page view we have page view page, right? So we have page view page, page view page, page view page. So three. So this three page view page represents each of the cards that you can, or let me say each of the pages that you can slide through. So if I want to edit the content of the first page, right? So that's this. I just simply need to see automatically there's a column inside. So I just simply need to add an image, right? Boom. So I have an image. Let me just drag and drop this to expand it. Okay, so I have an image. So I'll go to the next one to add a child to this widget and add an image as well. Okay, so you see as we are adding it, it's not working, right? To make sure it comes, you have to select the page view page that you want to edit. So when I select this page, it toggles me to this page. I select this. Since I've not added any image here, you can see there's nothing here. So to insert the image to the next page, you have to click on it. Then we add our image. Okay, so let's do the same thing for this. We'll drag it to the very end. Then we'll expand it. Okay, great. So for the last one, within the column, we add an image as well. We drag it, then we'll expand it. Okay, so we are already having something like this. So looking at this, like we have almost accomplished this, right? But what we are missing is the Navbar. Let's preview this and see how it will be like first. Okay, so we have this. So as you can see, we are sliding through. Everything works perfectly. Yeah. So moving on to the navbar, we need, as you can see, there's a navbar over here, right? So moving on to that navbar. So in FlutterFlow, to achieve the navbar at the bottom right, it's actually very simple. All you need to do is to go to the app settings, right? So in the app settings, you see navbar and app bar. So when you click on it, you see the first one, show navbar, right? So you activate it. Then it'll tell you that navbar requires at least 2 pages to have show on navbar set, right? So this means that you've activated it, all right, but first we need 2 pages. Then we need them to activate show on navbar. So maybe I wonder where the show navbar is at. It's just on the page. So when you select the page, right, the page being selected, you scroll all the way down, you see show on navbar. Yeah, show on navbar. So you just need to activate it, then there you go, you have it. But currently we are missing one more page, so let's get this page. To skip time and all that, I'll use the AI tool that FlutterFlow has given us to create a settings page, right? So create a setting page to generate. So I just want a simple setting page, but you can add it, you can tell it to create pages suitable to what you want to. Yeah, that's FlutterFlow page generator for you. And the trials, actually the trials it gets renewed. I don't know if it's every day, I don't know the specific time window, but it gets renewed, so don't be worried to use up your 5 trials left. Yeah, so let's preview the page first. Let's preview the page if maybe there's any changes you want to do or something. Alright, so okay, so we have this page that is generated for us. Very nice and simple settings page. So since we like it, we'll just insert page, then we'll give it a name. So settings, so create page, 5-star rating. Don't forget to give it 5-star rating. So first, let's drag and drop this settings page right into this pages folder to have everything in one page. Okay, so now that we have this set, right, this is our settings page. Okay, so now that we have this set, let's activate the navbar for this as well. So we scroll all the way down. Okay, remember to always select the page. Make sure that the page is always highlighted. So you can go to your widget tree, then select the settings page itself. Okay, so when I've selected the settings page itself, we'll go to show on navbar, right? So as you can see, our navbar just popped up over here. So maybe the icon, you see this is not a settings icon, right? So I want to change this. So all you have to do is just come here, you see navbar icon, right? The same place where you activate your show on navbar. You just click on it, then you search for setting, right? You click on the icon you want, boom, simple. So now we have this. Let's preview our page and see. Let's preview our page. Okay, so as you can see with the navbar, you don't need to, just after activating it and stuff, you don't need to do any further configuration again to allow it to navigate through the pages. You can just tap on it, then move to the next page. As simple as that. So now we have our navbar set, just like what we have here, right? So the next thing to do is add an action. I don't know if the AI added the action to this. As you can see, we are clicking on the back but nothing's happening because there's no action added to it. So let's add the action to it. Right, so we select the icon button, right? Then we go to the action section. So we click on the action section, right? Then we'll go to, you can use the add action directly, but I usually like to open the editor so I'll have a better view of what I'm doing. So you can choose what to do. So on tap, on double tap, on long press, any. So I'm going with on tap. So just one tap, then it should perform the action. So on top, let me add an action to it. You can add a loop, add a parallel action, add a condition and stuff. So what I want is I want to add an action to it. So what do I want it to do? I want it to navigate to then it'll give you the pages option over here. So I want it to go back to home page, right? So that's all. So let's preview this again. Let's see. So with the action I just did right now, it should navigate me to the home page whenever I click on it. Okay, so we have this over here. So when I click on it, boom, there you go. Very, very simple. This is FlutterFlow for you, right? No coding, nothing. Just drag and drop, basically drag and drop. So if we click on the back icon, it takes us to home page. Very, very simple. So now we are done with the action page, the action for now, right? We're done with the action for now. Later on, during our next session, we might dive a little bit deeper into the action. That's it for the page, right? And the last thing I did was to connect the back end. We use Superbase, so we connected the back end to our page. So how to connect your back end to the page, right? This is also very, very simple. So what you do is you go to the same app settings, then we scroll all the way down and look for integration. Then we have our Superbase over here. So we are going with Superbase because Superbase allows us to use their storage feature for free. Firebase is actually paid. So we'll enable Superbase. Okay, so as you can see, there are two things we need here. We need the API URL and the anon key. Okay, so this is not anything hard to as well. We just go to Superbase. So I've already logged into my Superbase, and after logging in, this is what you get. Like, it asks you to create a new organization, right? So you create the new organization. So type a password for it. So let me type my password. They're saying it's not strong, but that's my password. Then go for London. Then let me create new projects. So let me say this in case I forget this one. Okay, so after signing up, this is what you get to see, right? So this is Superbase for you. We'll scroll all the way down to view API settings. Since we need the API URL, so you see the URL, the project URL, that's the API URL we need. So we just copy this, then we'll paste it here, Control V. So for the anon key, right, you also scroll down here, we see the anon public here. So we just copy this, then we come here and we paste it here. So we get the schema. So currently we are not seeing any changes or anything because we haven't created a table, right? So let's just create a simple table. Let's just create a simple table. So we create new table, we call it users, right? Then Okay, so we have this columns in here, so take note of this columns, right? So let's save this. Okay, so as you can see, we have created a new table over here. Let's go back to FlutterFlow and let's get schema. Right. So there, so as you can see, the columns you created and the table you created are showing over here. This shows that yes, indeed, your Supabase is indeed linked to your FlutterFlow. So that's for linking the backend, that's Supabase to FlutterFlow. So here, this way you can start with your authentication and all that, the storage and all that. It's a whole lot, right? So that's FlutterFlow for you. And just something, a little something for closing, right? We have the app assets. The app assets, right? So here you can change your splash image. That's the initial image that pops up when you first open the app, right? We have the launch icon. That's what shows on the your home screen, right, on your phone. So you just simply upload the images over here and you are good to go. So you have the error image as well. Upload it, then you're good to go. So basically, yeah, this is what FlutterFlow has, and there are many more things yet to learn about FlutterFlow as well. So yeah, so this is what we did on day one. We did the Navbar. We used the AI to create the settings page. Then we did an action to take us back to the home page. So then we used the page view. Then we used the container, added the background color and some shadow box and all that. So yeah, basically this is what we did. And I would like you guys to try your hands on this project, right? So something similar to this, right? But there's a little twist in it. You have to add 3 pages in here. So and let it show that there are 3 pages at the Navbar. So I should have not just the home and the settings. So you can add a profile page to it as well. And let it display at the Navbar. So I can easily go to the profile page. Then you can also make it that this icon should take us to the profile page if we click on it. Yeah, so that's what I would like you guys to try your hands on. Yeah, so thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll get to see you next time during our weekly session 2. Yeah, so stay blessed and have a great day.